There are many of us who are looking for side hustles on how to make a little extra money here and there or whatnot. And that's what I utilize it for. Hey y'all, hey. So let's talk about why some of you have seen me or heard my voice on ads on TikTok or Facebook. So basically, I'm a UGC creator. UGC stands for user generated content, and then obviously creator, right? And a lot of companies are paying people like you and I to create content for them because it is more cost efficient. They don't have to go on a set to a physical location and set up or stage a place, right? And it is more marketable because it's believable. It's more authentic, to be trying to sell their products to people like you and I that are encouraged or being marketed by people like you and I, right? So that's what UGC is. UGC is not new. Obviously, you've seen plenty of ads where there have been content creators trying to sell something, right? Well, ultimately, I'm doing it as a side hustle. It makes me a good amount of money, or whatnot. And I just want to share this opportunity with other people so that you all can have the opportunity as well. If you're anything like me, this time of the year is super busy financially. You have back to school, you have all of the seasons, all of the holidays, all of the seasons. You have all of the holidays, and then we have like birthdays sprinkled in there as well. So this part of the season always like costs us a lot, basically, right? I've been doing UGC creation for over a year now. And the opportunities to earn or the earning potential it varies, right? There are some content creators who can literally make a living off of it. And then I consider myself a content creator who just uses it as a side hustle. There are many of us who are looking for side hustles on how to make a little extra money here and there or whatnot. And that's what I utilize it for. And I enjoy making content. So this is not like hard for me. And I enjoy getting free stuff. Who doesn't? So, and essentially, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's free, but it's a part of the payment. There have been times where I've been paid $30 for like a 15-second video, upwards to $250 for like a 30-second video, right? So the earning potential can definitely range, as I mentioned. So the question is, how can I actually get into UGC work? How can I get some UGC work? How can I get to that money that you're talking about, or whatever? You can sign up for accounts on different platforms, right? So let me go and explain a little more about that. I have done some UGC work simply just through like Instagram before. Have I done anything through TikTok? I don't think I've done anything through TikTok directly, but definitely directly through Instagram. And that was last year before I learned about these other platforms. And then I learned about these platforms and I found the Billo App, Join Brands, Pop Pays, Social Cat. And there have been other ones that I signed up for that I did not stay on because they weren't beneficial for me. Let me just put it to you that way. So essentially, I will explain my experience share with you my experience on the other platforms that I've utilized. All right, I have a mic here too, so you can hear me better. So if you see it creeping on up, that's what it is. And yeah. So let's see. Which one do I want to talk about first? Okay, I'll talk about Social Cat first. Social Cat is one of the newer ones I found, and they require you to have a certain amount of followers on their platform in order for you to begin to get paid for the work, right? So I have only used them twice, and I mainly did that because there were some things up there that I wanted. So one of them was the Piggy Paint nail polish. My daughter is obsessed with it. I'm completely a fan. We bought so much of it already. And so I was like, oh yeah, whatever. I don't mind not getting paid for this, because the upside about not getting paid for it is you don't really have like a timeline of when you need to create the content. And also they can't really, I mean, they can, but if they're not paying you, they're not going to typically require a certain layout of what type of content they want you to record, right? Or film. So it's a little more lax because you're not getting paid for it, you're just receiving the product. So essentially that is a gifted collaboration. That's what that is. You can definitely be approached by brands, and I have been on social media for gifted collaborations, and I did take some of them in the earlier part of last year. But as I started working for the different platforms and actually getting paid for it, it kind of felt like unless I really, really, really wanted a product, then it's like, yeah, I'm not really like cool with it. So yeah. So Social Cat is number one. If you're just looking for like more gifted collaborations until you build up your follower base there, and I have no idea how you do that because I've just gotten on it and it's not something I put a whole bunch of work into. So, you can look into that. Pot pays. Pot pays. I had a decent experience with it. I've only had, actually, no, I guess I haven't had the best experience with it. I've only had one job on that one. They don't typically put a lot of jobs up there. So, yeah. But I did get paid $250 from that job. So I've only done one job with Pot Paves. I got paid $250 from that, and they typically do have like bigger ticketed um, work on that platform. They just don't put a lot up there, or I haven't seen it on my end. So that's the downfall on their end. So they have like a lot of common or like well-known brands. Like I've seen Pringles up there, Cheez-Its, the Band-Aid brand, Kroger, different things like that, right? And a lot of pot pays requires you to also have a huge following on your own actual personal social media accounts. And so, that's that, right? And that is the thing about some people thinking whether or not they can make payment. Well, that's the thing about some people thinking that if they can make money with this type of work, is thinking, oh my gosh, I have to have so many followers in order for companies to pay me. No, that's why you connect with these platforms so that you don't necessarily have to do that. Again, with the exception of Pot Pays, they do have jobs that require you to have a large follower count, whatever. All right. So, and I guess I'm listing them in like least to greatest, I guess you can say. So we talked about Social Cat, Pot Pays, Join Brands. Join Brands, I've heard a lot of people say they've had great experiences with them. My experience with them has been very mediocre, very. Um, but stay for the, like I said, the greatest one, right? But either way, very mediocre. Like the things I don't like about Join Brands are the thing that I don't like about Join Brands is that you have to purchase the item first and then you get reimbursed later. I understand that that's protection on for the company, but I don't personally want to spend any money if I'm creating content for you. If the goal is for me to make money, it feels like I'm hustling backwards and I don't really like it. Whatever. Some people it works for, whatever. Some people may not work for. For me, I don't love it. So I've had like two jobs for them, and yeah, that's that. So that has been my experience there, but you can definitely look it up and see what other creators have said about Join Brands because I have heard some creators say they love it. My experience with them has just been mediocre, like I said. Um, and then the last but the best experience I've had with this platform or with the platform is the Billo app. The Billo app has been literally my go to. The Billo app updates their jobs like every day with the exceptions of the weekend because they take off the weekend. And I think they're in Lithuania somewhere. They're not US based. The actual creators of the app, I do not believe, are US based. But either way, they typically take off the weekend. They don't do much on the app for the weekend, so the jobs don't really update as often or as frequently on the weekends. But during the week, they update pretty much every day and multiple times throughout the day. And again, these are some of the jobs where the earning potential can be. I think the lowest they have right now is $30. When I first started, I think it was like 25 or something. But I think the lowest that they have is $30 and upwards to like $200. And it's very well. I think for me, it's very straightforward. But I can answer. But I guess I would say that because I've been doing it for a while, so now it feels very straightforward. But there definitely was a learning curve. So How do you sign up for the Billo app? You download the Billo app. You sign up as I want to be a creator or something like that, whatever the prompt is for that part. And then you have to submit a pitch video. A pitch video is just your way of pretty much showing your skills and talking about yourself. This video is what the app will use as like your portfolio, or what other companies can see you've done, or the quality of your work, in order to get chosen for the job, right? So yeah, when I did the pitch video, I think it was like a 30-second video. I'm not sure if that has changed now, but again, it's probably about the same. And then you pretty much will talk about yourself. They will send you some examples, of what other creators have submitted that have been approved. And then they say, hey, you have this amount of time to submit your pitch video. I think it's like 3 days or something. I submitted mine in like a day because I was like, yeah, I need to get to this money. You know what I'm saying? And I got approved by the next day, which during the week, they're pretty quick about their approval process when it comes to like any type of work that you upload. So, and then after that, I was able to apply. I was able to have access to the jobs that they had posted, and I was able to apply to as many as I wanted, which is why, again, some of you have heard me on like some insurance ad, some hair products, different things like that, because at the beginning, I literally just like applied to everything just to see what I would get chosen for, because they do suggest that you apply to like 25 jobs at the beginning to see if you can get chosen for like one or two or something like that. And so I did just that. I applied to like 25 jobs, and I think I got chosen for 3 jobs within a week of just being on the app, right? And then once you get chosen for the job, and if there is an actual physical product that they have to mail to you, then once you receive it in the mail, you have 5 days to upload your content, to film and upload your content with it. I have worked with some pretty cool brands. I think so far, a lot of the brands that I've seen on the Billo app have been smaller businesses or less known businesses, but that doesn't mean that you don't get paid, because you're still getting paid. And then I have worked with some bigger known brands like Proudly, HelloFresh, Nail Boo. I've seen Popeyes up there. I've seen various car insurances and, different things like that. Um, so yeah, but as I started becoming more of a once I became more experienced with the app, right, I stopped applying for a lot of the tasks that didn't really align with my interests, my morals, my values, any of that. So you probably won't see and or hear me on another car insurance or health insurance or whatever ad, because I will not be applying to those. But those type of ads are actually very good to apply to, because once you get chosen, it's an immediate process. You don't have to wait for the product to get mailed to you. It's just like, hey, we got a script for you to read. We want you to read it, and then boom, you submit it. So a lot of the things that I apply to now that maybe look more like digital based versus like a physical product being mailed to me, again, those are the things that I like. I feel like I have an interest in, like any type of causes that I want to shed light on, or mental health, which is another cause. Again, I'm a therapist by trade, but on the side, I'm a content creator. I enjoy filming. I mean, you get that hit of dopamine when you do get a new package. Like, I'm getting packages like every day, multiple times a week. How about that? Like, there's times where I get something every day, and then depending on what I've applied to, that can slow down, which I'm fine with, because I'm like, oh, I didn't apply too much this week or whatever, right? But yeah, so that's pretty much how you do that. You get paid twice a month with them through PayPal, and they have like FAQs that you can go read, do's and don'ts, as far as like what they want you to do when you're recording or filming. They don't want you to add any text, any music or anything like that. They just want like the raw footage, or whatever. Let's see what else. And also, if you do decide to sign up for the Billo app, because that's honestly the one that I would encourage you to do, if this is something that you want to get into, then I would love for you to use my code, because duh, like we get referral points or rewards or something like that. And so definitely do that. I will leave it somewhere. I'll post it somewhere or something. we both will get rewarded for that. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them wherever, comment them, whatever you want to message me. It doesn't matter. And I will also insert a clip of some of the UGC content that I've done. It's super fun if you like doing content creation. I enjoy it. I mean, I've gotten some really cool things, in all honesty. I really have. So yeah, I hope this video helps someone. I hope this video opens up an avenue for someone. Of course, I immediately think about stay-at-home moms. I wish I would have known about this before I actually finished school becoming a therapist, because being a stay-at-home mom, all of your time is taking care of the kids. So when do you have time to actually go to work? And even if you were to get like a work from home job, you have to have a distraction-free environment. And we know with kids, it's all of the distractions, right? And so years ago, I wish I would have known about this opportunity, because I think that I would have been further along in my content creation journey, but also less stress. At the end of the day, this video is to help shine light on a way of how you can make some extra money if you're needing to make some extra money. That's it. I hope this helped y'all. And again, if you need any questions answered, I will definitely try my best to answer whatever I can if I've forgotten anything. Thanks for watching.
Steadily changing, it's making me better. I'm turning a new thing, it's making me stronger, yeah, yeah.